Um, but I've seen all sorts of different things. What's that?
I was going to say, we get that too, right? Like we have all these different vendors that pop by with, just random stuff. And we had a guy years ago that would stop by with popsicles or whatever. Like, popsicles? What am I, 4? Like, why are you bringing Hey everyone, welcome to the BLIP podcast, where we help agents build successful agencies. I am your host, Josh Berg, and today I've got Jon Crawford with VIP Mortgage with me. So we'll get into that in a second, but before we get started, if you haven't yet subscribed to the podcast, please do so. Leave a review or a comment. It really helps us reach more people, and that's why we do this. We want to help agents build successful agencies. So Jon, welcome, man.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, thanks for being on. So, little history. I've known Jon for, 6 years. We've played basketball together off and on for that amount of time. And we were talking about this beforehand. And I've always looked up to Jon a little bit. He's a foot taller than me. How many times have you spotted me when I've gone for a layup or something?
Just a couple. Just a few. As many as I could, but just a few.
Well, dude, thank you for being on the show. Thanks for giving your time. I really think it'll be beneficial for people. So why don't you just start us off and give us a brief history of kind of like catch us up from whenever you want to start till today. Like how'd you get started in mortgage and where are you at right now?
Okay. Yeah, I was graduating ASU with an economics degree, had no idea what I wanted to do, and someone recommended I talk to someone who owned a mortgage company. I'm like, sure. I had nothing else going on, so I figured I'd try that out, and that was back in 1997, and jumped into that, and I absolutely love this business. It's fantastic. Obviously, we've seen some significant changes over my lifetime, but I still love what we get to do, and that's help people buy homes. So it's a great business. Love doing it. I've been in 4 different companies over that time frame, but currently at VIP, it's a great home for me and my team to help serve our clients.
Man, only 4. That seems low.
Only 4.
That's pretty impressive.
It is, and there's a lot of turnover in our business typically, but that's not how I operate. I want to find a place that's good for me, dig in my roots, and just work and like I said, take care of my clients. So
97, was that 22 years?
Yeah.
Dang, man, that's nuts. This is the only real kind of career you've had.
Yeah. Yep. I got into it when the market crashed. I seriously considered making a change because obviously it changed dramatically for those of us that were in it. But I just felt passionately about it, and I wanted to fight and keep doing it if I could. And thankfully, I was able to survive that time frame, and business kind of exploded as we left that time period. So
nice.
It's been great. So it's fun.
Dang,
I like that it's always changing. It's never the same. Guidelines adjust. The government comes in and changes everything that we do, but that's all right. I like that it keeps it fresh. So
well, okay. So in regards to you doing loans and that sort of thing, like do you specialize in something? Do you do a ton of transactions? Are you pretty run of the mill as far as mortgage loan officers go, or is there something special or unique, or do you just kind of your standard loan officer? What would you say?
So no, I think what we are is unique.
Nice.
Our business is 100% referral based, and that means that we do a great job for our partners and for our clients, the homeowners. So, like I said, all of our business comes from them. If we're doing a poor job, guess what? We're not getting any more business from them. So what we do is we strive to create a great process and experience for our referral partners and the homeowners. Lots of communication. I find that in our industry specifically, communication is really poor. People don't know what's happening throughout the process, and buying a house is stressful if everything goes perfect. So if there's any issues, sometimes they're not even issues, but they don't know what's going on, and that causes them additional stress. That's not what we want. So we're going to communicate, set the expectation up front, what's going to happen, when they're going to hear from us, and we deliver consistently. Having that type of an experience, we end up with a lot of really happy clients that give us positive reviews, and they refer their friends, families, coworkers to us too. So
nice.
That's how I've built my business over the years.
What's your target or your typical customer look like? Are they buying a mid-range home, like 350 to 450, married, or is there, do you go after people buying rental homes, or like, what's your target look like?
So we work with all sorts. I've done this long enough that I have some clients that were first-time home buyers, 20 some years ago that now, they've got some kids that are looking to buy their first houses too. So, it's pretty fun to help, generations of families, buy real estate. So we do work with investors. That's something that I have, a lot of experience in. Before the meltdown, we did a lot of construction, investment, things like that. And, it's something that I am still passionate about, the creating wealth through real estate. So I do like to work with investors and help people grow their wealth through real estate.
Let me ask you something. So this is, it's on topic, but not really relevant to what we're talking about, but it just popped into my head.
Okay.
I want to get your take on somebody who's been in this industry for a long time. You feel that there's a downturn coming?
I think we all know that there's a recession coming, but I don't think we're going to see that in housing. There is a serious shortage of homes available, at least in Arizona, where I do the majority of my business. There's just not enough homes out there. There's still a steady stream of well-qualified people, educated people moving to Arizona. Those people are going to continue to need homes. We are not building them at a fast enough rate. So I really don't think that we're going to see that kind of an issue like we had before. The other part is the financial guidelines have changed so much. We have to document absolutely everything, prove that the homeowners have the ability to repay the loans that we're giving them. So we're not going to have foreclosures like we did in the past. So I think the combination of those two things, values may stagnate a little bit potentially, but it's been such subdued appreciation that I don't even know if that's gonna happen. So
cool. Okay, so you had said that 100% of your business is referral, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that primarily referral from clients who you've helped, or real estate agents?
Both.
Like that. Both? It
is both. Yeah. I would say it's more of it comes from real estate agents that we work with, other people in different industries, financial planners, things like that. But we still get a lot of business from our past clients. I had one last night that was a past client that I've known for years, and he's like, "Hey, I've got someone who's going to be calling you." She
Nice.
called, we got her started, and we're going to get her into the house. So,
cool.
So it's fun. It's fun to be able to reconnect with people that you have a relationship with in the past, and just check on them, see how they're doing, and take care of them. With the rates having recently dropped, we've been able to reach out to some of our clients and save them some money with refinancing too, which is always great. We can save them some money. Perfect. We're going to do that.
Do you actively pursue referrals from past clients, or do you just kind of let them send them as they find people? You know what I mean? Or are you like actively asking for them?
So we do reach out to them on a large scale. So we've got some information that goes out through our CRM.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We like to keep people updated on what's going on in the marketplace. Some people see things online, but they don't always trust what they see online or watch on TV. So we like to keep them educated on what's happening in the market, and a lot of times they will reach out. We will call on our clients. We probably not as much as we should.
Yeah.
Just the amount of time that it takes to reach out to everybody, but we do try to send information out to them.
Cool. Okay. So I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of you and like where your business comes from and all that. So let's get into what I think most of the listeners probably are interested in, and that is the insurance piece when it comes to mortgages. So first question on this, do you refer most of the insurance opportunities that are, with clients that you're helping? Do you refer that out, or do you just say, hey, call whoever does your auto insurance and have them give you a quote for your home?
So we ask if they've got someone that they plan on using for insurance. And some people are like, well, I've had my insurance with so-and-so for, whatever. We do try to refer them on the insurance. I feel that insurance is one of those things that I feel like people don't really understand. And I think they just have kind of used who their family used, or they call somebody online, and that they just stick with them. Insurance needs vary over time, and obviously you're well aware of that.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think having a insurance professional who can help walk them through those different stages and make changes as necessary is important. So we do definitely recommend someone for insurance.
Okay. And is it the same individual or the same agency, like you have a relationship with? Do you send them all to?
We do.
How did that relationship come about?
It's a long time ago. I've been working with an individual for a year. No, not this one that long, but I'm trying to remember back how we initially met. The company that this person is with did a lot with our company.
Okay.
Meaning our events that we put on, they were involved, and just over time, being around this person, started developed a personal relationship. Really like him, super responsive. Which is important to me. When I give a referral out, that I view that's me personally doing that, guaranteeing that they're going to take care of whoever I send them. And if they don't, I certainly don't want to refer that person. So customer service is huge. And, for me, I want to make sure people know what's going on and communicate it to. I expect the same thing from anyone that I'm referring them to. So for me, that was huge. And the person I have he is super communicative. That's not that easy to say.
That's a fun word, right?
Yeah. But for me, that's important because I want my clients to have that same experience, with the insurance. And I'm saying that this is what they do. This is how they're going to take care of you. I want them to come through and deliver every time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it was just building time over time, and give them a deal or two to start and deliver it, and just you build that trust. Over time.
So when it comes to you referring that out, you said them being on it as far as their communication, and I'm sure helping that client well. What's number one for you? Like, for you referring that business, what's the number one most important thing, if there is one, on the insurance piece that you expect from the agent or agency that's handling it?
I expect them to reach out and communicate with the client in a timely manner. I don't want it to be something where hey, give this person a call. And then like 4 or 5 days go by and they haven't reached out to them. I expect within 24 hours that they will reach out and start that process and put something together for them.
Yeah.
If the client is coming back and forth, they need to respond to those clients. Again, the clients that I've built expect their hands to be held, throughout the process. So I want someone that's going to do the same.
So when you send that referral, are you sending it to that individual that you have built that relationship with, or does that individual also have staff and or are you sending it to the agency, or how's that handoff?
Yep. So no, it is one agent. He does have a team that's built to support him, which I totally get. I've got a team to support me because I realize I can't do everything by myself.
Right.
And if it's a really good agent, which is what I'm looking for, I expect that they're going to be busy, right? I don't want to send it to somebody that's like, yeah, I'll take care of it myself, and I'm not that busy. Well, if you're not that busy, there's probably a reason. So I expect that he's going to have staff that's going to do some of the stuff behind the scenes. And there's times that he's going to be gone. He's going to be on vacation. And guess what? When he's on vacation, I still need somebody there on his team to take care of my clients. So it's definitely, I enjoy working with the team. That said, if I need something, I want to be able to call my agent, the one in charge, and work through any issues or fix any problems that we have.
For sure. And you guys have had a seemingly long relationship. So this next question, I think I know the answer to, but if you had something go wrong or amiss on the insurance piece, and the client you referred to them was super unhappy, like really unhappy, how, what would you, I'm sure you would call that person and talk to them about it, or the agent, and try to figure out what happened. I'm sure there's an explanation, but would that put a damper just on your relationship with them?
No, because we've built up so much trust. I have clients over time that sometimes it's just not a good fit. They see things differently, and I know that can happen. There's some things that come up maybe financially where, we can't get this person closed, or maybe not closed the way that they would like to. So I know that there's problems that can arise over time, and it's going to happen to everybody. If it's just a one-off, that's not a problem. I'm okay with that. If it's something where it's consistently we're having issues, then obviously that's something that we would look to address.
For sure. So if something did happen with that relationship, how would you go about finding another person to refer your business to? And I asked this question because, I talked about this briefly before we started, but insurance agents got all these ways that they try to get, build a relationship. They'll drop stuff off, like some tchotchke or something, or they'll bring donuts, or they'll, do whatever, right? There's all these different things that they'll do. They'll go to all these networking events, blah, blah, blah. How would you, what would be your criteria? How would you find the next person to give a shot and send a couple deals to and see how it goes?
Well, with being in our industry, we do have a lot of insurance agents that will stop by, dropping things off. We have one guy that brings a cooler with dry ice and gives out popsicles in the summertime, which that's kind of fun, a little unique. But I've seen all sorts of different things. What's that?
I was going to say, we get that too, right? Like we have all these different vendors that pop by with, just random stuff. And we had a guy years ago that would stop by with popsicles or whatever. Popsicles? What am I for? Like, why are you bringing popsicles? It's
all sorts of different things that they do. I mean, for me, I already know several people in the industry, and people that I would feel comfortable with sending my business to. For me, it's pretty easy. But for, for someone else that maybe doesn't have somebody lined up already, I think it's important for agents to just get out and start meeting people, and the consistent communication with them is important. I mean, because the people that I've known for years and years that will be my backup replacement
Sure.
agents. I've known them for a long time, so I've already built that trust. Even though we're not in an active business relationship, I know I can trust that person to take care of my clients. When that need arises.
Yeah. Do you see? I mean, I'm guessing that people coming by to offices and dropping off stuff with a card, or like we were talking donuts, whatever. I'm guessing that works to some degree, or else
Sure.
everyone wouldn't do it, right? It's probably just in that aspect, it's a luck thing, right? Like the timing was right. They needed help with something. There's someone's card right here. Call them, see what they can do.
Yep, exactly. I think that's the case. And it depends on who you're trying to go after. Who are you targeting? Are you just targeting a loan officer that does a couple deals a month, or are you targeting somebody that does large volume? Same thing for us when we're talking with real estate agents. We could just pop in and drop something off, and somebody calls you right away. But more than likely, that's not going to be that that person who could be a large account for you going forward. It's going to take a more concerted effort to build that relationship than just showing up with something. And we had some guy that was here just the other day, had passed out little fortune cookies, and he comes by every month passing out something. And I mean, he's consistent, and I think over time that will lead to building some relationship.
Right.
But for me, that's not what I'm looking for. I want somebody that that can be a real partner. If we want to go in and do events together, things like that, I think is a better a better use of time and money. So
yeah. Well, let me ask you this: when you so it sounds like you would probably find somebody the same way. Well, I don't know. I'm phrasing this wrong. Let me ask you this way. How do you, so like, your bread and butter probably is real estate agents, the same way insurance agents is to mortgage, right? And so how do you approach or start the process of building relationships with new real estate agents that you want to, not new to the industry, but new to you, like that you are seeking referrals from? How do you start building that relationship?
Ideally through the triangle of trust is knowing somebody who knows that new agent. That I can reach out and say, hey, I've known Josh for years. He speaks really highly of you. He said that we should get together, that he thinks that we'd be a good fit, and go about it that way. I think that's a lot easier than just randomly stopping by an office and dropping something off, or even just cold calling. I think it helps if you have some sort of some commonality as far as people that or even hobbies. If you have someone, if you find somebody that likes doing what you do, that's going to make it a whole lot easier for you to connect with them on a personal level. Yeah.
Cool. One other thing I was going to ask you. So it definitely sounds like the thing you want the most out of referring the insurance piece to the person that you work with is that they take care of your clients. I know a lot of insurance agents who will give some sort of thing, I don't know, like a gift card or, there's a lot of random things they'll give to like a mortgage person for sending a referral, right? Is that important to you at all? No,
not at all.
Do you see that?
I don't care about that
often?
Oh, it happens. Oh, for sure it does. For sure it does, but it doesn't. Yeah. For me, it's more important my reputation and the future referral business that I hope to get from the clients that I'm working with is way more valuable than a gift card or whatever it is that they would drop off. Yeah. So yeah, I don't care about that at all.
I
It's
think
service
that's,
is what I'm looking for.
yeah, I think that's, I don't think you're unique in that. I think people who've been doing this long enough, like in your position, who have established clients, like probably the type of loan officer that insurance agents would want to work with and partner with, they don't care about that. They want to know that when they send their client to you, they're going to rave about you. They're going to do a really great job for that client, and they're going to actually make your job easier by taking really good care of that client.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard that time and time again. But you had also said something that, like, every real estate agent, likes a different level of communication. They like you to handle things differently with their clients. And it's the same with mortgage professionals, same with like insurance agents, right? Like everyone's got their own level of what they want from somebody they refer something to. So you had commented earlier that it's important that, you basically find that out, that you don't just like necessarily say, here's how we do it, this is how you're going to get it.
Right. No, it is important to ask how you want to be communicated with, when, because I had a coffee with an agent not too long ago, and I said, "What's the most important thing to you?" She goes, leave me alone. Take care of my clients. And I only want to call. I don't want you to give me any updates throughout the process. I only want to know if there's a problem. If there's no problem, I don't want to hear anything. I've got enough other stuff I'm working on. Fair enough. We can do that. But if you don't ask that question, we keep doing what we're doing, our normal process. She might get upset and go away. And we're doing a great job, but it's just, it's her perception of how we're doing it. And then are we doing it how they want to be serviced? So you have to ask that question.
Nice. Cool. Man, that is all I have for you. Anything you want to add? You don't have to. I appreciate you, inviting me to do this with you. It's fun to talk about this. I love this business, and it's great to share ideas and just help everybody just get better at what we do. So thank you for having me on. Hey, if anyone has any questions for you or wants to reach out, like, how can they find you?
You call my phone number, 602-753-8444, or the email is Jon, it's JONC @VIPMTGINC.com.
Nice. Cool, man. Jon, thanks again, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you next week. Thanks again, Jon.